This is a deck review for David Blaine's Split Spades, first edition. White Lions, Series A blue. White Lions, Series B blue. White Lions, Series B red. And White Lions black label. I figured I'd do a review of all of my David Blaine playing cards in honor of his new television special tomorrow night. I'm going to try to do this fast because there's 5 decks and only one of me. Alright, here we go. These are the Split Spade Lions first edition. First edition. As you can see, there's the box. This is sepia colored. They didn't actually print this deck of cards, but they decided to reuse the boxes. So the cards I have here are actually blue, as you can see. They made a blue, a red, and a black one. So here's what the other cards look like. Here's the red and the blue decks, which I'm not going to open because I don't have many and they're sealed. As you can see here, this would be a color comparison for you and for you. The extra cards in the deck include 2 jokers. Nice job, Jason. Real nice. Anyway, you can see David Blaine there, and he's playing cards with the devil over here, and there's people's faces on the little bells here. The other extra card includes this guy, who's supposed to look like the front of the box, or at least it would if I didn't have a misprinted version in sepia. And the last extra card I don't have anymore. It had some riddles on it. I think I used it to practice back palming and then threw it away. And now for the cards. These are actually some of my favorite playing cards. The back design's pretty cool here. You can see angels with their swords stabbing through this split spade design. It is also supposed to signify David Blaine's name with a D and a B. I think these cards handle very well. We've got a nice thick stock. Look good in fans. The cards faro nicely. The standard cards look pretty standard. The aces are standard, except for the ace of spades, which has a really cool design here. If you look, it says Split Spades, and if you turn it upside down, then it says Superstitious. The court cards are pretty cool too. This is the first deck I had seen where the faces of the court cards was so subtly customized I didn't notice it at first until someone pointed it out to me. And this one is David Blaine himself. Now for the White Lions, Series A blue. The deck looks pretty cool, in my humble opinion. And here's what the back design of the cards looks like. It's got a split spade repeated. The cards themselves feel nice. Dribble well, fan well. They do everything well. The faces of the cards are pretty much the same as the previous deck as far as I can tell, so I'm not going to go through all those. Actually, I was wrong. The ace of spades does look different. The extra cards in this deck include 2 awesome looking jokers, as well as a double backer and a blank-faced card. To me it feels as if the cards have not been traditionally cut, so it's a little more difficult to do a face-down faro. There we go. Now for the White Lions Series B blue. Here's what the case looks like. There's the back, here's the side, don't miss the side, and the bottom, and I think that's it. These cards look almost identical to the Series A deck, as you can see here. Pretty much the same deck, except for the Ace of Spades does look different. White Lions. Let's see what it says upside down. Nothing. There's the backs, faces. The cards seem to handle decently. I had originally suspected they weren't as good quality as the Series A deck, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. A lot of this is going to look pretty similar. Oops. This Series B blue deck actually does feel like it was traditionally cut. It's very easy to faro face down, just like so. And get ready for a giant fan that looks exactly the same as the last one. And now here's almost the same thing you saw before. Whoops. Heyo. Series B identical looking card spin. Alright, 2 more decks to go. This is the Series B Red Lions deck. Bablamo. Looks pretty similar. Cards look pretty similar. It's a red back design. Cards are pretty much the same. There's a fan. There's the backside. Cards. Feel good. I like it. The extra cards include 2 jokers, and a blank-faced card, and a double backer. Traditionally cut. Terrible giant fan. You're welcome. The Paul spread. Ace of Spades. And lastly, we have the White Lions Black Label Series B. Well, it doesn't say Series B, but I just kind of assume that. And you can see it's embossed with a lion here. Or can you? Can you see that? There you go. There's the lion. Say hello. And here's the back side. And the bottom. And that's it. The faces of the cards are the same as the other decks. Now I actually just opened these black labels up for the very first time, so you're seeing them with me as I'm seeing them, as you're seeing me with them as you see. That's what I mean. Getting kind of tired. Tired of doing these deck reviews tonight. And here's some one-handed fans with a thing. Sure they're all going to be stiff because I just opened them brand new. Hey, but they spring pretty good. Or do they? And what else do I do with cards normally? Some of this. The Paul spread. The Paul spread. Give it another shot. Woo! Crazy time. Maybe it's just because these are brand new, I'm not sure, but they do not feel traditionally cut. It's kind of harder to faro shuffle them like this, but it works. And bablamo! What? So in summary, here are all the decks. As I mentioned earlier, these Split Spades first edition on top are some of my favorite cards. They look cool and they feel nice. My second favorites are the White Lions Series A, and then I guess third place would be these Series B decks here. Lastly, I'd like to remind you to be sure to check out the David Blaine special tomorrow night, because it's gonna be good! This means good.